If you play games on your phone and you actually want to be good to any extent, then you will be looking into something like this. Flydigi. It's a Chinese company. Obviously, I'm in China, I can get these. But if you are outside of China, I know you can get them on Amazon as well. We have Stinger, left and right. We have two of them, and we've also got the Wasp. These are game controllers for your phone. These work with the iPhone. I'm not sure if they work with Android. Doesn't say anything on there. I assume these two do. This one though says it's designed for iPhone 10, 10s and 10s Max. If you've ever played these games on your phone, you know that tapping the screen is really annoying. It can be small, the phone can sort of fall about in your hand. So I'm interested to see how much these can help me when we're playing the games. The Wasp says that you can use this with PUBG and with Fortnite. So I guess it works for the Chinese game, and the Fortnite outside of China is very popular. Let's have a look first at the Stingers. These are basically little things that you just put on the back of your phone, and they're like little fire buttons. We have two here obviously because one is for the left side, one is for the right side. You can buy them individually if you just want one. Okay, you've got a charging cable, it looks like, in here. I didn't know that they would be battery operated. I think they're just really something that goes on the screen, but I can see that there's a mini USB, I guess, charging cable for that one. Obviously this is the other side. It's going to be exactly the same. You have a charging cable here and you have the other side. Nothing else in them, just the charging cables and obviously the two controllers. There's a left and a right side. It's really easy to figure out which one goes left and which one goes right, because it just feels right to have them this way. You wouldn't have them this way, it feels a bit odd. It's a nice design. You just have a spring here. Let's just see how it goes on the phone. Will it have a problem with the power button here? Because when you put it on, you're probably going to want to put it about where the power button is. Is it going to be a problem? No, not at all. There is a little bit of space, so you can just put them on there. It's not going to interfere with the power button. It's not going to press it. It just turns the phone into like a mini controller. In this mode, press and hold the button. It will simulate 8 taps per second on your screen. So you can just tap it once and it will fire off 8 shots. The button is on the side of this thing. If you just flip it down, there's like 3 little dots. Obviously that's automatic fire. You can flip it up again, just has 1 dot. So what does the Wasp do? It's designed for iPhone 10, 10s, 10s Max. Plug and play, no connection required. One-handed gamepad, it goes on the left-hand side of the phone. Premium quality joystick and 4 buttons. Then before gaming, drag the virtual buttons you need to the fixed mapping points designed for you, and then enjoy your game. It's a nice box, I must admit. You get obviously the instructions in here. Looks like you need to put the bottom of your phone into the controller, turn the phone off, turn this on, and then it should be linked up for you to go. We've also got a little guide in here. This looks like it's actually a little guide. So what you do is you just put it on your phone screen when you have your phone inside. Then you can remap the buttons. So you're obviously going to have to move the fire and the aim or whatever you want to do into here, and it looks like it's just a guide. So you can just move the button, put it there, and it's in the right position. Let's see how easy this one is to install. So we've got the controller here. You can see it has this really cool like trackpad, which probably is going to make things a lot easier moving around. You've got B and A, or A and B, the right way around. That would be, I assume, for王者荣耀. Really popular game here in China, and obviously the trackpad is going to be really good for PUBG. On the top, there is an LT and an LB button. The LT button has a bullet and the LB button has a crosshairs. Down on the side here, it has the bullet, the crosshairs, and A and B. On the back, you have a little pull tab. So that just flips up the top, obviously, and then you can put your phone in. According to the instructions, you put the bottom of your phone in the device, like that. Pretty sturdy, it's not falling out or anything. Looks like there's a little button here that's like a press down button that could go through to the power button, so you could flip the power button on and off when it's in here. But according to the instructions, you put the bottom of the phone in here, so it doesn't really line up with the power button at all, because the power button's this side. It turns your phone into essentially like a controller. If you've ever had a PS Vita or something like that, it feels exactly like that, where your phone is just a screen and you've got the buttons around the side. I actually want to see how easy it is to move around with this trackpad. It looks like it's going to make it a lot easier. One thing I was worried about actually is if you don't have this, if you just have the left side, because the bottom of the phone's in like this, I'll hold the phone like this. I use my pinky finger just to rest the phone on, and my pinky finger rests precisely on the power button. If you're not careful when you're gaming, you're gonna sort of press that power button. Obviously that is a big no-no. You don't want to press the power button when you're in the middle of a game. So if you actually get this, you can just clip this on and then you don't have to worry about the power button being pressed at all. I can see it sits in here. You can rest your pinky on there, or you can just hold it, so you're not going to be pressing the power button. So I would say if you're going to buy this one, you're going to want to go with at least the right side Stinger as well. That setup, if you want to buy the right side and this, that is essentially turning your phone into a complete game controller. According to the instructions, you need to turn the phone off, make sure the screen is off and totally black before you turn this on. So turn it on. Let's see how easy it is to map these buttons. So we've got this little guide here. Apparently you go into settings, put this on the side of your phone. Just gonna move this bullet over here and put it there, which seems okay. The crosshairs, so I'm gonna move the crosshairs to here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Right one works, I'm pressing it and I'm punching. The left one works, I'm pressing it. No problems. So you still move around your view with your thumb here, but you just use the trackpad to move around. I want to get you with a snowball. Ah, he got me. What I want to do is press the 3 button. I want to see what automatic firing is like. It's so much easier having the trackpad, and it just makes the phone bigger. Like, you don't have to use the screen to control things. You can just use the screen to look at the game. At the risk of dying really early, I just want to show you guys very quickly what the firing situation's like. So if I press LT, really easy fire button. If I press LB, it just should zoom me in, so I've got the crosshairs. Really easy. Does this one shoot like rapid fire? Yeah, you can just hold it down. If you hold it down, it just fires continuously. That is awesome. I now don't have any bullets, but it really is like a much easier way to play this game. I'm in a car, and if I press the trackpad up, it goes backwards. If I press it down, it goes backwards. And I'm getting shot at big time, so I'm gonna have to just clear off. So that's like, I wonder how you would change that, because if I press the trackpad up, the motorbike goes back. If I press it down, it also goes back. So just something to watch out for. Maybe I need to remap those buttons to make that work properly. The great thing about this side is that you can just hold the button down and it just fires. I don't have any bullets. You just literally hold it down, it'll just fire forever. I'm definitely dying because I wasn't concentrating on the game, alright? So hopefully he'll just kill me, put me out of my misery. It's really easy to set up. You don't need any wires or anything. Just put the bottom of the phone in here, turn it on. Then you have to use this to remap the buttons. So you need to go into settings, make sure you use this, line it up, and then whatever buttons that you want to map with the physical buttons on here, You need to put them in the right place. I'm going to have to play again because I went out pretty early. I was showing you guys how to use it. I wasn't concentrating. I'm going to play again. I'm going to win.